Hey gals, today I'm going to show you how to soak off your acrylic nail set safely. So these are how my nails are looking like. I had on a medium French tip set and I had them on for 2 weeks, but they're looking kind of rough because I do nails. But also I can't keep a set on for more than 2 weeks because I get really bored. Or once they start looking grown out, I'm just ready for a fresh new set. It's kind of bad, but also these were XL Frenchies and I cut them down. So also I'm just ready for it to go. So the first thing we're going to do is grab some nail clippers and begin to cut down all of our length. But before you do that, you want to make sure that you flip your hand over and check if there's any living skin underneath your nails, which is called the hyponychium, which is essentially living skin under your nail that grows along with your natural nails. So the longer your nails are, there's a chance that there's living skin under there. So you want to avoid cutting it because it is painful and also you can start to bleed out. Okay, that's a little dramatic, but you know what I mean. This is also why I kind of soak off my nails like every 2 to 3 weeks because my hyponychium started growing and it honestly feels really weird to have that living skin just start to grow. And say if you wear long nails all the time and then want to start wearing short nails, it might not be so aesthetic looking if the living skin under your nail has grown past that point. Okay, back to the soak off. So I'm going to be using my dust collector on the highest speed because dust definitely gets everywhere. And I'm going to be using this Melody Susie Course Safety Bit along with their nail drill. I'm going to turn the speed all the way up 30,000 RPMs. But before we do anything, the most important part is to wear a mask. You do not want to be inhaling all of that dust. Now we're going to begin to debulk our acrylic with our e-file. When I do my own soak-offs, I make sure to kind of go slow so that I won't nick myself because it is a little bit different from doing it on a client compared to yourself. When you do it on a client, you can use your other hand to help support the finger, but when you're doing it on yourself, it's like you kind of have to find ways to balance yourself. So I use my pinky to help support my finger so that it doesn't go anywhere or move around. And it also helps to move your fingers in all different angles so that you're able to see how much acrylic you have debulked already. We want our acrylic to be as thin as possible so that there's less soak time. So once you start seeing that outline of where we glued our tip is when I know where to stop because we want to make it as thin as possible without hitting the natural nail because if you use these types of bits on your natural nail, it can literally destroy it. If you're starting out using an e-file, it's best to use a safety bit instead of one of the regular bits. I usually use a 4x coarse type bit for these soak offs to make it really fast. It cuts through acrylic like crazy, but it is not a safety bit, so you have to be really careful. For my non-dominant hand, I make sure to go really slow and I take my time because I have cut myself before, like a bunch of times, especially the times that I've been rushing. Doing your own removal is already kind of awkward, but when you do it with your non-dominant hand, it can go any which way. You can nick yourself or all of a sudden the drill will just like stop because you might put too much pressure since you're not used to using your dominant hand that much and you might like burn yourself a little bit by accident. So we just want to take precaution. Once all 10 nails are debulked, we're going to use these soak off bowls. I prefer it over the foils because I feel like it's a little bit faster, but that's just me. We'll pour hot water on the bottom part of the soak-off bowl because hot water helps to activate the acetone. But make sure it's not too hot. If it is, just pour a little bit of cold water in it. We'll put the top part on our bowls and then grab some acetone. Pour enough in it so that your nails will be completely submerged. And now we just soak for 15 to 20 minutes. Once those minutes are up, we grab a cuticle pusher and gently scrape off all of the acrylic. It should flake off and be easy to remove. If it's not, if it's gooey and sticky, that means it's MMA. It's probably from a shop that you went to or something, which is really bad and illegal. And it also takes forever to soak off and remove. But we use EMA around here, so we're good. If it doesn't soak off easily, you can soak for a bit longer. Once it's all off, I just use some alcohol to clean up my hands, and then that should be it. No more popping your nails off.